Hello friends, warm welcome to all of you. So in the last lecture we have understand the Hausdorff space property, right? So now in this lecture we understand the example that if you take the discrete space, so if this you take the discrete space, then this is Hausdorff space or not. If you take indiscrete space, that means non-discrete space. So what is that condition for the Hausdorff space, right? So try to understand. This is very easy and to understand and simple as well. So I try to explain you as much as I can. So let's see the example that show that every discrete space is Hausdorff. Okay, every discrete space is Hausdorff. You have to show that, and also show that no discrete space consisting of at least 2 points is Hausdorff. Means what is trying to say that if you have a discrete space, then show that this is Hausdorff space, and also you have to show that if you don't have a discrete space, means you have an indiscrete space, then it is also consisting at least 2 points in Hausdorff, and that is in Hausdorff, right? So that will be a Hausdorff space. So I hope you understand that what he is trying to say. So let's understand what is the discrete space. You see that discrete space in discrete topology also you have understand that every singleton set is open, right? So if you see that in discrete space every singleton set is open, so that is that if you take the neighborhood of these singleton sets, that two distinct singleton sets, then you find out the two disjoint neighborhood of that set, right, with the definition of Hausdorff space. So that will be going to satisfy the condition of Hausdorff space with respect to discrete space, right? So that's why I am writing down here, since every singleton set is open in discrete space, so it follow that every pair of distinct points, right? This is note down here, every pair of distinct points of such a space has disjoint neighborhood, right? You find that every distinct point of space such a disjoint neighborhood, so that you can say hence every discrete space is a Hausdorff space, right? This is very important condition, that every singleton set is open in discrete space, so that you can say that for every distinct point you have a disjoint neighborhood, right? So that's why this condition will satisfy. But if you take no discrete points, so it's also that can have a Hausdorff. Yes, also can have, because if you take non-discrete space, so what you have the whole space, right? So is the whole space is the only neighborhood of each of its point. If you don't take the singleton sets, right, that means these sets, if you exclude these sets, then you have a set, then also you have some sets, these sets, right? So that will be going to if you going to take neighborhood of these distinct points, then you also have a disjoint neighborhood for that point also, right? So that's why this is also a Hausdorff space condition satisfy here. So you can say that, but no discrete space can be a Hausdorff, since the whole space is the only neighborhood of each of its point, right? So that no two distinct points can have disjoint neighborhood, right? Means if you discard the condition of discrete space, then you also say that here that whole space is the only neighborhood of each of its points ka, so that you can say no two distinct point can have disjoint neighborhood, right? So this is the condition of discrete space and indiscrete space with respect to Hausdorff space, right? if अगर आपके पास दो डिस्टिंक्ट पॉइंट्स हैं, उनके नेबरहुड आपको मिल रहे हैं डिसजॉइंट, तो वो आपका हाउसडॉर्फ स्पेस होगा। जैसे यहाँ पे कहा गया कि अगर आपके पास कोई भी डिसजॉइंट पेयर नहीं है, फिर भी लेकिन एक होल स्पेस जो होता है वो आपका पूरा नेबरहुड होता है, तो उसके लिए भी आपको कोई ना कोई दो डिस्टिंक्ट पॉइंट्स मिल जाएंगे जिनका डिसजॉइंट नेबरहुड आपके पास होगा, ठीक है। तो इस तरीके से ये नॉन डिस्क्रीट स्पेस और डिस्क्रीट स्पेस दोनों के लिए सेटिस्फाई कर रहे हैं। सो आई होप कि आपको समझ में आई होगी एग्जाम्पल, और इसके साथ आप इसकी एग्जाम्पल्स को भी आप कुछ सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, जिसमें आप कोई भी स्पेस ले सकते हैं, उसके साथ आप देख सकते हैं कि यह हाउसडॉर्फ स्पेस होगा या नहीं होगा, ठीक है। तो अगर आपकी कोई क्वेरीज होंगी इसके रिस्पेक्ट में या कोई और टॉपिक्स आप चाहते हैं कि हम बनाएं तो प्लीज़ आप कमेंट हमें कर सकते हैं नीचे। ठीक है, और जो भी आपकी क्वेरीज होंगी हम देख लेंगे और उस पर नेक्स्ट वीडियो हमारा आ जाएगा। ठीक है, सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग मी।